Yes, children. Happy morning. Hope you all are doing good. Okay, hope you all did your periodic assessment well. Fine, children. So, we are just continuing with the same concept, that is globalization and the Indian economy. So, in the last session, what and all we have learned, children? Can you people recall those concepts? Yes, we understood about MNCs. That is, what's the meaning of MNCs? And then earlier to MNCs are this, the expansion of the market. How in India, earlier in all we were not getting so many products, but now we can see n number of collections, products, choices are there. Yes or no, children? So we have seen about that, and then we understood what is the meaning of MNC. Can you people recall what is the meaning of MNC? Yes, that is the companies which will be owned and controlled or produce the products in more than one country. That will be considered as a MNCs. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to see the next version of that. Okay, the continuation of the same chapter. Yes. See, in today's class, we are going to see about the interlinking production across the countries. So MNCs, we know that. So it is more than one country, it owns and controls. So the production activities will also be in the more than one country. So how it is connecting, how it is interlinking its production across the countries. So in more than one country, how it is started to produce the products that we are going to see today. And then foreign trade and integration of markets. So how the trade is connecting the markets of the many countries together, that will be seen today, and then we'll go for recapitulation. Okay guys, yes, we'll move forward. Yes, so MNC sets up the production. So last time I just explained you people what's the main motto of the business. Of course, it's making a profit. So same way here we know that the MNC set up production. Where exactly, where this MNC set up production? Are the factories? Yes, children. So you are correct. That is where they'll get the market is interlinked. That is where the market is connected to that, the factories or the production areas. And then, yes, so why the MNC start to, market has to be near to them, because the transport activity, the transportation activities and the roads, the infrastructure has to be well developed. So that is the reason usually the MNCs, that is the multinational companies, usually set up their units, are the production units at the factories where it will be the well infrastructured areas, that is well connected with the markets. Okay, children. So usually the MNCs set up its production unit or the factories where exactly the marketplaces are available more. Okay, that is the market should be connected, closely connected with the production unit, and then where they'll be getting the cheap labor. It may be skilled labors or it may be unskilled labor. So we know that. What are the factors of production, children? You people have studied in your 9th standard, that is the chapter The Story of Village Palampur. So there we have understood in detail about the factors of production. So what are the factors of production? Yes, very good. So that is land, labor, physical capital, and even the working capital. So in that, coming to that situation, the land is very much important. Along with that, the labor is very much important factor of production. So the MNC sees where the labor cost will be low. Okay, so usually there they used to set up the factory units. Okay, the production units. So there what happened, the production cost will be low because they are paying very low wages or the salaries to the employees or the workers or the laborers. So that is the reason again they will be choosing the the places where the a lot of or the high the labors will be available with a low cost. more population with low cost. It may be skilled labors or it may be unskilled labors. Okay. And along with that, they will be considering the few more factors. Okay, to set up a factory, what are the things we'll be considering? First thing they said it is, the place. That is, it usually they set up near to the market areas to reduce the transportation cost. Along with that, the labor where they'll be more available of the labors with a low cost, that they'll be seeing. And along with that, the other resources, okay, other factors, that is other resources which is necessary for the productional activities, that also they will be considering to set up their production unit. Okay, and other some policies which has been made by the government. Hope you guys understood, right? See, where MNCs set up production. So the first one, it is where it is close to the markets. Yes, we have seen that to reduce the cost of the transportation. Of course, they'll be seeing, and expansion of the market will be easy for them. So that's the reason they'll be checking that where it is close to the markets. And the second one, it is where there is skilled and unskilled labor available. So where at the low cost, those labors should be available at the lower prices. And then where the availability of other factors of production is assured. So it is necessary for them the other factors of production also. So we know that what are the other factors of production. So where they'll be required the other resources, that is also very much important. And the fourth one, some government policies that look after their interest. So where some the government the policies in some countries, they'll be having different government policies. So they'll be considering even that also, and they used to set up the factories. Okay, hope you guys understood this, right? And the next one we are going to see about, see, the investment. So we understood about what is the meaning of MNC and where exactly they set up the MNCs. And then next one, it is the investment. That is the money which they are going to invest on the companies or the factories. Okay. So that time, what are the factors they will be considering, children? So of course we know that the main motto is the profit, the making of profit. So that time what happens, these people will be investing money with the high return of profit. So that is the reason they will be trying to make the low cost of production. Okay, fine. So investment means what? The amount which they are investing on the purchase of assets, purchase of machineries, or it may be land, or it may be building. Yes or no, children? So that kind of the amount which they are investing is called as investment. Okay, the people the money which they are using to purchase the assets, using to purchase the buildings or the machineries for the setup of the the production activities, that will be called as a investment. Okay, the money which they are using to purchase that assets and the machineries. Apart from that, what do you mean by the foreign investment? So investment within our country, for example, you people, any one of you are going to start up a business and you are going to invest some amount, that you have to the factors of production, you have to you have to purchase a land, you have to purchase a building, you have to set up some machineries for the production activity. So you are investing within India, that will be considered as the investment, domestic investment. The next one, it is, we can see that it is foreign investment. What do you mean by foreign investment, children? Yes, the name itself is denoting foreign. That means from the other countries. From other countries, they will be investing some amount on the purchase of assets, on the purchase of buildings and some other factors. So that will be considered as a foreign investment. Okay, from other, for example, if India is going to invest in other country, even that will be considered as a foreign investment. Or other countries, for example, China, America, many other countries are coming and investing in India, that is also considered as a foreign investment. Okay, see, when money will flow from one country to another country, then it is called as a foreign investment. So any, the money which is coming from one country to another country, that will be considered as foreign investment. See the example, that is one American company is investing its capital in Indian company for the purchase of assets, for the purchase of machineries, anything, that will be considered as a foreign investment. Okay, hope you guys understood, right? Okay, children. Next, we'll just move on to the next concept, that is the main objective. Okay, so we understood the MNC setup in the places where the market has to be more, lower cost of the production should be there. It is low cost of production they'll be expecting, because yes, their main objective or motto that they are starting up this MNCs is to make the profit. Okay, they are investing so much from the other countries or within the domestic country. That is the main objective, is to make profit. Okay, so that is the reason any business they are starting up, apart from the NGOs or the the public sector companies or the industries, rest other companies are the industry's main motto or the objective is, that is to make the profit. Okay guys, remember this, to make the profit, apart from government companies and other NGOs, few NGOs, the rest other business they're starting up, as the main objective will be the profit, then only they'll take it as a services. But government sectors, the main motto is the service, and then only they'll take it as a the profit. Okay, yes children. And the next one, see, MNCs set up production jointly with local companies of the countries. So here we can see the MNCs set up production in a different ways. The first one we can see that the MNCs, that is the multinational companies, set up the production jointly with the local companies. That means the local companies, for example, which is already available, take it as an example, in India it's already one small local company is available, so they will be joining with that, and they will be starting the the running up the one more company, so that they'll call it as a joint with the local companies of the countries. So that is a one way. There are different ways, this is one way, that is jointly with the local companies they'll start production. So what will be the benefit out of this to the local companies? Yes children, the first benefit is the money for additional investment. That means the foreign companies or the MNCs try to invest or try to give some additional money or the capital for the investment purpose. Okay, for the expansion of the production or anything it may be. So that is the main motto. Okay, and the next one, it is the latest technology for the production. So this one, they are joiningly, the local the companies are joining with MNCs, then the first motto is they are investing, the money is going to be flow from the MNCs for the the further investment. And the one more thing, it is the latest technology for the production. So they may be bringing some new technology from the other countries for increasing in the production. Okay, that is also one of the motto of this one. Okay, that's the first method. The first one, it is the MNCs are joiningly increasing the production by joining with local companies of the different countries. Okay, the first objective is there they are going to help the benefits to the local markets or the local companies. The first benefit is they are investing some additional money for the additional investment. It may be for the expansion of land, it may be for the expansion of their assets or the production, or it may be to expansion of the machineries they are going to invest. Okay, and one more benefit is they'll bring some latest technology for the production activities. For example, if they are using the modern methods of production, they will be bringing even that modern methods of production even to that particular local company also. Okay, that is also very much helpful for them to increase the production. Yes or no, children?